What is up, guys, and welcome to today's prediction video. For this video, it will be our first covering the 2023-2024 La Liga season. And for this video, I thought we'd talk about the match taking place this Sunday on the 22nd of October between Football Club Barcelona, who are in 3rd place on 21 points, and 5th place Athletic Club Bilbao on 17 points. The last time these two sides met was on the 12th of March last season, with Barca coming out as 1-0 victors. It was a very controversial goal, but from what I can see, Rafinha is played in behind the defense, and he just boots the ball across the post with so much power that it leaves the keeper absolutely no chance. But there was a bit of a call regarding the goal for whether it should have been called offside or not. The referee decided that it was onside, but the image is there for you to make of it what you will. Regardless, Barca did come out as 1-0 victors in that clash. Okay, we start off our team analysis portion of the video with Barcelona because they are the home side here. Now remember, the Camp Nou is currently going under renovation, so Barca are playing their fixtures, I think, at the Olympic Stadium in Spain. I'm not too sure. But in their last 5 fixtures, it has been 3 wins and 2 draws for Barca. The last fixture being a 2-2 draw away at Granada. Barca have been pretty decent this season. Xavi has implemented a new style of football at Barca where they focus more on defense as opposed to offense. I think maybe Xavi has realized that offensively Barca aren't exactly the threat that they used to be. And unfortunately, because of that, all of their defensive frailties are now being exposed very quickly. Because before it was a case of teams could not attack Barca, so they just defended and Barca just tore them to shreds. Now teams are actually taking the sword to Barca, and it's looking a little shaky for the Blaugrana. But a player that I want to highlight is new boy João Felix. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists already this season. I think when Barca signed João Felix, I was very skeptical about it, considering how he performed at Chelsea. But he took to Barca like a duck takes to water, obviously having had experience in La Liga with Atletico Madrid. But João Felix has brought something new to Barca. I think maybe he is the player that Barca thought they were getting when they bought Antoine Griezmann. Next up, I want to talk about the other João, because Barca, this transfer market has turned into a tale of the 2 Joãos. This one being João Cancelo that they signed from Manchester City. For Cancelo, it's 2 goals and an assist as well. I really like Cancelo at Barcelona, where I had some reservations about João Felix. I had none about João Cancelo. If anything, I was hoping Barca would sign him because he just seemed like a natural fit to Barca's style of play. He's very Dani Alves-like in his approach to the game. And I think Barca are really reaping the dividends of a fantastic investment in João Cancelo. Finally, I want to talk Ilkay Gundogan. Now, Gundogan as well arrived at Barcelona from Manchester City, and he's already got 4 assists this season. Gundogan was brought into a Barcelona midfield that was obviously going to struggle a little following the departure of Sergio Busquets. And Gundogan sort of brings a bit of both attack and defense to your midfield, and I think that's what Barca kind of needed. In the old days, you had a player like Busquets anchoring your midfield, while the likes of Xavi and Iniesta, or Iniesta and Rakitic, whoever it was, just sort of orchestrated things. But Barca realized that without Busquets, they are very fragile, so they need midfielders who can do both. And in Gundogan, they have exactly that. Next up, Athletic Club Bilbao. Now for Bilbao, it is 3 wins, a draw and a loss in their last 5 games. Their last match ending in a 3-0 win at home against Almeria. While I think tennis has the Williams sisters, Bilbao have the Williams brothers. Inaki Williams, I personally think, is a fantastic player. It boggles my mind that he has not moved to a Barcelona or a Real Madrid yet. It's already 4 goals and 2 assists for him. Inaki Williams is so fast. I remember a few seasons ago he played against Barcelona and he tore them apart with how fast he was. And I think he could really benefit from going to a bigger club, but he brings so much to Bilbao. And what I love about Inaki Williams and a lot of the players at Bilbao is everybody's interchangeable. So next up, I want to talk about his younger brother, Nico Williams, aka Williams Jr. Williams Jr. has 2 assists so far, and you can already see that football is a thing that runs in this family's DNA. He's a lot like his older brother. He's quick, he's tricky. He might not be getting the goals, but remember he's younger, so he needs a little bit more time to mature. But if he gets close to what Inaki is, I think Nico is going to have a very, very bright future in world football. And finally, I want to talk Guru Zeta. Now, Guru Zeta is supposed to be the leading man at Athletic Club Bilbao. He's supposed to be their out-and-out striker. 4 goals so far. He is getting the goals. Obviously, Bilbao are functioning quite well as a team, and he is the player that they're looking for with the end product. I expect him to cause a lot of problems for a Barcelona defense that is more youthful and will probably be under a lot more pressure than what they're used to. Okay, on to our verdict. Now, this one is a little tough to call because, as you can see, these teams are actually very closely matched. Barca in 3rd, Bilbao in 5th. Just 4 points separating the two teams. Barca also missing some key players. I know Pedri is out. I think Lewandowski also might be missing this one. Whereas Bilbao are firing on all cylinders. I expect Barca to do what Barca usually do, which is keep the ball, move it around, pass it well. And I think this is where Bilbao can actually benefit. As soon as they get the ball, if they can switch on quickly and counter-attack, I think Bilbao can punish Barcelona. I think the Williams brothers and then Guruzeta, the pace with which they can counter-attack, it might be a little too overwhelming for Barcelona. But I think also it's very important for us to take note that Barcelona have sort of sacrificed a bit more offense under Xavi for defense. So they're okay with going out and winning at 1-0, 2-0. You know, that's okay for them. But I think also what's important to note is in the last 5 fixtures between these two sides, Barca have the majority of the wins. I think it's 3 wins for Barcelona, a draw between the two sides, and 1 win for Bilbao. That 1 win coming simply in the Copa del Rey. So you can see Barca are willing to let the Copa del Rey slip, but they're not going to compromise on La Liga. If you look at those wins for Barcelona, the ones at home were big margins. I mean, 4-0s. That's not easy to deal with. So Barca are very difficult to deal with at home, but you got to remember as well, they're not at the new camp right now. But I do think that being the home side, Barcelona do have an advantage here. I just think as well, when it comes to Bilbao, they have certain players who can do it, and if something happens to those players, or if something happens on the pitch, I don't think they have an impact sub, whereas if you look at Barca, they've got players on the bench, players on the pitch. There's a lot of squad depth, there's multiple ideas, multiple forms of talent, multiple approaches to the game, which is something that we're not used to seeing with Barcelona, where usually they just play possession, but with the new players, they can play counter-attack as well. I think Barcelona take this one. I think, again, as I said, the advantage being at home, I think it's going to make things difficult for Bilbao. I'm not giving Bilbao a 0% chance. I'm thinking they do have a slight chance, but I think Barcelona are overwhelming favorites here for a reason. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button, so you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and have a great day out there, and we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks, stay safe.